everyone. It's a little bit dark. It's nighttime, but I'm sending out this video message because I know a lot of you are going to bed tonight and somebody in your life had a life-changing event and they weren't prepared for it. But yet, it's somebody that typically they're prepared for everything. They've done all the planning, they've done all the preparation, they've got the benefits in place. But what they did, unfortunately, was they followed the herd. And they had a job at work, work had benefits, HR said, hey, this is what we're doing, and everybody said, well, that's titled retirement benefits, I must have the right thing. Well, let me tell a quick story about a good friend of mine. I just came from a meeting last fall. They were working as a teacher, and they had, of course, their state teacher's pension, had health insurance, disability, group life, and they had a 403B plan. And the one thing that I've always wondered about benefits is they call retirement benefits benefits. But what is the real benefit behind the retirement benefit? I always thought that to be a benefit, you needed to somehow benefit somebody by more than just they put money in, they get money out later. Shouldn't there be a real benefit? Like if something happens to me, that benefits me somehow while I'm going through a struggle. And one of the things that happened was, last fall I reached out to offer a book to them to read because they wanted to do more educating on retirement planning. And there's a whole series of books going around about the concerns about the future increases in taxes and the impact it's going to have on retirement. And I offered that book to them. It was a really great book in the Forbes book series. And they said, well, I don't have time. I'm not going to be able to read that for a while. And so I said, well, I'm not going to give it to you then until you're ready to read it because a lot of people want to read this book. Time went on and I get a call and I said, hey, I need to talk to you. I just came back from the doctor. I had some things I was concerned about, and I had a little spot biopsy, and I have cancer. Let's fast forward a couple months. They had surgery. The cancer has spread. There's going to be about 6 months of chemo. And I said, hey, that 403B plan you have, what kind of benefit do you get from that? They said, what do you mean? I'm not retired yet. I said, no, what kind of benefit since you got diagnosed with cancer? I said, well, nothing. We'll probably have to pull out of it to pay for some of these medical bills. And it got me a bit irate because there's a lack of education going on all over our society that we fall in love with marketing. Marketing says a lot of things and it tells us what to do. And it's always been my opinion that marketing that tells us what to do is probably marketing that I should stay away from. And I should probably figure out on the most important things, such as retirement planning. And anytime I'm saving money, I should figure out, is that the best place for it? And I thought of the analogy, if I go to the grocery store and I go to the cereal aisle, the boxes of cereal often say breakfast cereal. But I love Lucky Charms. And I'll eat Lucky Charms at night. And nothing happens to me. Nothing bad happens. But it's a breakfast cereal. Shouldn't I only be able to eat that at breakfast? Well, of course not. That's silly, right? We all know that. Well, it's the same with retirement planning. Just because something has the label and was marketed retirement plan or retirement planning, does that really mean that has to be used for retirement planning? That something not labeled retirement planning can't be used for that? Well, of course that's not the case. And in this case, had there just been a little more education, had there just been a little more planning put into place, there could have been some major benefits. Now, the 403B account that this teacher had, and I think many teachers might have this, the money goes in and the money is tax deferred. They pay taxes on the money when they pull the money out at retirement as income. There's no taxes paid on the money before it goes into the account. So they get to defer and not pay this day and age's tax rate. I don't know if that's good or bad because I think taxes are going to go up in the future. So do most people. We have a lot of liabilities to pay for in this country, not just Social Security and Medicare. That's a talk for another day. So the money goes in tax deferred, comes out at a higher tax rate most likely later on, but there's no other benefits. But there's a pretty significant fee on this 403B, but there's no other benefits. And as far as I know, my buddy pays all the fees and takes all the risk, and it's his money going in. What he could have had was an account that he puts the money in after tax. So it has a Roth IRA effect. The money all comes out tax-free. And if he gets sick, if he gets diagnosed with cancer, has a heart attack, has a stroke, he gets a large tax-free lump sum upon the diagnosis. If he becomes disabled and he can't put his contributions in anymore, the company that owns the account will pay his contributions into the account until he's age 60. So it's kind of neat. If he would become disabled from the cancer and not be able to work anymore, it's going to self-complete. You see, a 403B annuity, it has the name insurance for a reason, but there is no insurance benefits while you're living, typically. I don't see very many 403Bs, if any, that have that. But it concerns me because most teachers I know, they carry a lot of risk. They have kids. They have a lot of bills. They're in the prime of their life for quite a period of time. Yet they need these precautions and they're not available or they're not aware of them. As a couple of teachers recently told me, we just get busy. We're young when we get in. We don't have a lot of money as we start our teaching career. We go and we get our master's degree. But by the time we're making good money, we have kids. We're involved in kids' sports and raising the kids in extracurricular activities at school. And we don't have time to worry about that stuff. Well, I don't think you should have to spend that much time worrying about that stuff either. I think it's time that there's more education put out. That's the mission I'm on. I want to teach as many people that want to know about what other options are available to them, what they are, how they work, what they're missing out on. That's the mission I'm on. My goal is to accomplish the mission.